Okay, folks, so example number 2. Now, this is for a VAT account. Now, this is the same process. However, the question's being asked slightly differently. So we've been given the following information, and then we've been asked what's the balance going to be at the end of the month. So pretty much here, what you need to be doing is creating a T account and balancing it and telling us what the balance is going to be at the end of the month. So starting point for this T account, we've been told the balance at the start of the month is a credit balance of 1876. Now, don't forget, VAT, you can be owed VAT, which would be an asset, which would be a debit balance, or you can owe VAT, which is a liability, which is a credit balance, which would be what this particular question is. They owe VAT because it's a credit balance of 1876. Okay. Then we've been told that there is VAT from the sales day book of 1295. So you need to ask yourself when you post your sales day book, is the VAT a debit or a credit? Do you owe the VAT or are you claiming it back? With sales, you owe it. Purchases, do I owe it or do I claim it back? With purchases, we claim it back. Think back to your day books from week 3 of your last unit. With purchases, you can claim the VAT back. Claiming VAT back is a debit. Sales returns, well, if we have to pay it on sales, we must claim it back on sales returns. So sales returns are a debit. And the same with purchases. If we claim it back on purchases, we must have to pay it on purchase returns. And VAT from cash sales. So what do we do with sales? Do we pay it or do we claim it back? Now that, to be honest, is revision from your last unit. So if you were struggling with any of those, I know I've given you a quick whistle-stop tour of them, but to be honest with you, that should be existing information, which should allow you to have created a T account that looks something like this one. Okay, so balance brought down, sales, purchase returns, cash sales all on the credit side. Don't forget, credit side is liability, owing VAT. Debit side, purchases, sales, returns, and then when I've balanced it off, that's where my balance carried down would be. Now, also just double check here, for example, sales and sales returns should be on the opposite sides. Purchases and purchase returns should be on the opposite sides. If they're not on the opposite sides, you need to go back and check your entries because purchases and purchase returns couldn't be on the same side because it's different accounting treatment. So from doing this, my balance carried down is 2788. Was that an option in the multiple choice? It certainly was. So the answer for this one would have been D.